Hi, everyone.
Good morning, guys.
So you're not gonna see this video until about January. You're not gonna see this video until about January. But today is November 28th, 2018. And can you move? Can you move? Can you move? And today, I had my first ultrasound. I should say we, because it's our baby. It's not my baby, it's Aaron's baby too. But today we had our first ultrasound to finally see our growing baby, our growing fetus. And I am so excited. I was really freaking out because I felt like I had just found out I was pregnant. And then I tried to schedule an early appointment and I couldn't get an early appointment. So I had to wait. I had either 2 dates. I had November 28th or December 3rd. And I just did not want to wait until December 3rd to look at our baby. And so it kind of worked out. And it really worked out for us. So I don't know when I'm going to post this video. I don't know when I'm going to. That's toothpaste on my shirt. I don't know when I'm going to post this video. I'll probably post it in January sometime after my 12-week checkup, if everything goes well. I hope everything goes well. But today we got to see our baby. But yes, that is our baby. It's a little thing. I guess I can show y'all that part because I don't want to reveal the date yet, because you never make it to like the date that you're supposed to. So we got to see our baby today, and it's so small. So when the doctor was like, "Oh, are you ready to see it?" I was kind of like, "Yeah." I thought they would just put the gel on my stomach and like do it that way to see the baby, but no, they legit had to put something in me to look at everything, and it makes sense. So that is the baby. The heartbeat was 124 beats per minute, and they said that's really good. It's a great strong heartbeat. And when I heard it, I wish I could have recorded that moment when I first heard the heartbeat, but things happen for a reason. I was able to record. After she showed us the baby and we heard the heartbeat, I was like, "Hey, can I just record this real quick?" And I should have asked her to record the heartbeat, but it's fine. I'll just do it the next time I go. But when I heard the heartbeat, I teared up a little. I teared up because I was experiencing bleeding off and on about twice so far in my first trimester. And I was kind of freaking out, like, okay, normally if you bleed once, it's like, okay, implantation bleeding. Even though some people say there's not a thing, I feel like it's a thing. And then I was bleeding again, and I was like, okay, this cannot be good. And then I was going on Google, and I went down the Google rabbit hole, and it was just like, oh, miscarriage, or oh, something's wrong, or oh, your placenta is on the cervix, or something like that. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna chill out. Let's see what the doctor says. My whole thing was, as long as I hear a heartbeat, as long as we hear a heartbeat, and the baby's fine, I will be fine. I will feel better. And I do feel better. So I was able to see the little baby heartbeat, and I looked at Aaron, and he's just looking like it's still, I don't think it hit him yet that, I'm pregnant and we're legit having a baby and we're bringing a child into our relationship. And I feel like it'll hit him once I get bigger. But I'm really excited. We're both excited and happy. It's just for us, since we're first time parents and we're like young, it's kind of just like, it's like shit, like, oh, you're pregnant, we're having a baby. Like, yeah. So the only thing my doctor said was that my blood pressure was a little high. And they was like, maybe because you're nervous, this is like your first big appointment. And I was like, I am slightly nervous. So when I went, I had to pee in a cup. I mean, yeah, they had to pee in a cup. because I had just had a doctor's appointment at this doctor, just a regular annual exam. I wasn't pregnant at that time. This was like the end of September. I have a general sense of when we conceived. Now that I've like traced back how many weeks I am, I know exactly when we conceived. I know the exact night that we conceived, and I'm just like, that makes sense. So I am 6 weeks and 5 days. And now that I'm glad that I know how far along I am, but I kind of had a sense that I was past a month, because normally you don't find out that you're pregnant until about a month in. So I found out I was pregnant on November 4th. And when I found out I was pregnant that day, I legit cried all day. And I just dealt with what I was going through. So when my morning sickness started to hit last week, the week of Thanksgiving, my morning sickness started to hit. And we had just came back from out of town from visiting my grandmother and my mom, because my grandmother isn't doing too well as far as like health wise. So my mom is down there taking care of her. So we had told my grandmother, and right that Monday after when we came back, I was feeling, I was always feeling nauseous, but I wasn't throwing up. And then I want to say either that Monday or Tuesday of last week, I was feeling nauseous, but I finally threw up. So I was like, okay, Google, when do you start to experience morning sickness? And Google was like, oh, around the 5-6 week mark. So it does make sense. When I was 5 weeks last week, that's when my morning sickness started to hit. And then on Thanksgiving, I experienced some bleeding, and I saw like a little tiny clot. And then I had a panic attack. I legit had a panic attack in our apartment on my floor. It was crazy. And I had to, you know, talk myself through it, open the windows, lay on my back, because it's just like, I know it's normal to spot and whatever during your first trimester and even throughout your whole pregnancy. I do know that. But for me, when I saw that little tiny clot and the blood was like, I know it'll be a little bit TMI. Normally when you spot, from what I read, it's supposed to be like a light pink. It's not supposed to be like red, like a menstrual cycle red, and you're not supposed to fill up a pad, you know, a menstrual pad or whatever. I wasn't filling up a pad, but when I had white, I saw that it was slightly red with a little pink hue to it. And then I saw a little clot, and I was like, oh shit, I'm probably having a miscarriage. I don't know, my mind always goes to like, oh my God, this is a miscarriage. And I was just like, And then when I was thinking all of that, I text Aaron and say, hey, just want to let you know that I'm bleeding again, because I was experiencing bleeding on November 11th, because I wrote this down. And it was just a light bleeding, and then it went away. So when I was bleeding this time and I saw the clot, I freaked out and I had a panic attack, and I legit had to like go in my living room, open a window, and legit lay down and, you know, just breathe. So I laid on the ground for like a good 20 minutes as I went through my panic attack. And I was like, you know, if the baby is meant to be, it'll be. And, you know, I was already getting attached to it, because at that time I was already feeling sick. So I was just like, you know, it would really suck if I was to lose this baby, you know, but, you know, God forbid I don't want to lose it. It's weird. So yes, so spotting is fine. Everything's normal. The only thing is that my blood pressure is a little bit high, but they're just like, oh, you're just probably nervous. And I'm like, okay. They want me to track my blood pressure every week through this app. And they want me to track my weight. When we left the doctor's office, I guess they forgot to give me the blood pressure machine and the scale. So I called them back, and I'm just waiting for them to call me back so that Aaron can go pick it up for me, because I can't keep taking off work. Like, I took off work today because I knew that I have to do blood testing, and I got a flu shot because they recommended that I get one since I'm pregnant. So I was like, okay, I'll get one. But yes, I am 6 weeks and 5 days, and it's weird to be like, oh, I'm gonna be someone's mom. I can't be as trashy. Like, I have to be sensitive. You know, and my baby is on the cusp between two signs. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, if I can hold this baby for another 6 days, it would be the zodiac sign that I prefer. But either way, I want the baby to be happy. I want the baby to be healthy. I want the pregnancy to go well. I want the birth to go well. So if the baby is gonna come on the date that they gave me, it's gonna come on the date that they gave me. So they said that I'm due on July 17th. And Leo season doesn't start until July 23rd. So if I can hold the baby for a little bit while longer, I'll be fine. Because I was supposed to, but my mom told me that when she was pregnant with me, I was supposed to be due in March. And then I came 2 weeks later in April. So hopefully I don't have to wait 2 weeks. Hopefully I can just hold it for at least a week and, you know, push it out. So my OBGYN, she is Middle Eastern. She's a woman of color. Great. She told me straight up, she was like, I don't do C-sections. I was like, great, don't want to do that. She's like, I won't do C-sections unless you really need one. And I don't induce labor just because you don't want to be pregnant anymore. And I was like, fine, that works for me. As far as with cravings, oh my God. The only sweet thing that I crave is lemonade. Plain lemonade, no pink lemonade, no peach lemonade, no strawberry lemonade. Just a plain, regular, caffeine free, because there's some lemonades with caffeine in it, caffeine free lemonade. She told me no more Starbucks, but I've been going, so whatever. I can have 2 cups of coffee a day. She wants me to gain no more than maybe 22 and 25 pounds, and I'm like, sure. You know, just watch what I eat and work out and all that type of stuff. But I haven't really gained anything because I've really just been throwing everything up. But as far as with cravings, I don't really care for cookies. I don't really care for brownies. I don't really care for other little sweet things. I really just want lemonade. And if I can't have lemonade, I'll take a ginger ale. As far as with foods, I want everything spicy, everything salty. I just had Taco Bell. I just had a beefy crunch burrito with no sour cream, and I just had a large thing of potato wedges, and I'm still hungry. So I'm always hungry. I'm tired all the time. Like, I legit take 2 naps when I get home from work, and I still manage to go back to bed in order to get my full 7 to 8 hours of sleep if I have to get up in the morning. When I get up in the morning, that's the hardest part, because I legit have to sit in my bed and prep myself, because I didn't think morning sickness would be this bad. I did not think it would be this bad. And it's kicking my ass. It's really, morning sickness is really kicking my butt, my ass, and I did not think it would be this hard, but morning sickness is a great sign that your pregnancy is doing well, so I'll take it. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited to see our little baby. It's right here. She looked at my ovaries and she said everything is fine. So they did blood work and I got a flu shot. They took so much blood and I'm just like, you have to test for all of these things. I don't know. I'm just weird. But no, we're excited and I'm just happy that the baby is doing well. Now that I know that it's here, I'm like, it helps with my nerves, and we're gonna have a baby. I'm just so excited. So that's all I got for now.